Hi guys, Mike Brakeborn, personal training. So today we're going to start on a series of a few home workouts you can do with either some equipment like some light dumbbells if you've got them lying around, or none at all if you don't have it. Okay, so here it goes. We're going to start with our warm-up, something called the Fantastic 7. It was made up by a guy called James Smith, so I can't take credit. You're going to put your hands on the floor, lunging forwards, feeling a stretch in this left hip or your back hip. Straighten up. You're going to feel a nice little stretch come underneath the front leg there. Come back forward, rotate like so. Come back down. Going to sit back into our Cossack squat. We come back round again. Push this knee forward, getting a nice little stretch through the back of the ankle. Come up nice and tall, grab the back foot, and stretch that there. From here, you spin through a squat, okay? The other side. I'm just going to repeat it nice and quick. So we've got hip, front hamstring, down, rotate, Cossack squat. We're coming in for a bit of ankle mobility. Going to grab this back foot and come up through our squat. I want you guys to repeat that about 3 to 4 times each side. Okay? Now our first move is something called a goblet squat. Okay, now you can do this as a bodyweight squat or an air squat without any issue. If you have got a dumbbell, however, you're going to hold it like this. Okay, just like a goblet. So hold it underneath there. And then I say just like a goblet. Who has goblets? But anyway, so then what you're going to do is a nice squat for me, okay? Nice squat, knees out, weight mostly in your heels, bum sits back. Okay? Now you're going to do that for 60 seconds. If you can't manage a full 60, do 45. And you do that 2 to 3 times. Okay. After that, we're going to look at something called a wave push-up. If you can't do normal push-ups, if you can, great, do a full push-up. Again, 2 to 3 times. 60 seconds ideally. If not, a little less. Now, our wave push-up, if you do need to do it, what you're going to do is come into a full push-up position. Imagine you're trying to squeeze your armpits together like there's a piece of paper in there. Lower yourself down as smoothly and slowly as you can, making sure your chest is the first thing to touch the floor. Now, keeping a hold of that squeeze, I want you to lift your chest first, followed by your hips. Then once you're up, you straighten your legs. So we do that again. Nice, slow, lower. Lift the chest, followed by the hips. Keeping a nice strong core so we're not saggy. We've got a nice strong core. Then once you're up, lift the knees. Okay? Now the reason we do that is because it keeps you closer to a full push-up, okay? So you're actually lowering down into proper push-up form, and that's going to keep you progressing more than just doing knee push-ups, okay? And also being on your knees completely changes the movement, changes the muscles recruited, and reduces the work for your core. Everyone wants to work their core. Next thing, very similar to Cossack squat in your warm-up, is our lateral lunge, okay? Now our lateral lunge, we're going to do it this way, which is where you're going to start with your feet nice and wide, at least a double shoulder width or whatever's comfortable. And basically, whilst it's called a lunge, it's kind of like a squat as well. So we're going to sit our bum back and bend one knee. You can do whatever you like. If you want, if you've got little dumbbells, hold them. Sit back into this heel, make sure the bum's doing some work, come over, and down. So up, over, and down. Again, 2 to 3 times, ideally 60 seconds, if not a little less. Okay? Pick the weight that suits you. Now the next one is something called a T-hold. This is literally so simple. You're going to lie down. I'll lie about here, hopefully I'm still in camera. Actually, do you know what? I'll come this way. You'll be able to see. So, from here, what you're going to do is you're going to lift your chest up off the floor, so we've got a little bit of lower back working. We're going to lift the arms as high as we can, and you're going to squeeze between your shoulder blades. The idea here is you want the palms, you should be able to see this, to be forwards, looking in the same direction as you are, not down or back. Okay? We want to open up our shoulders and lift the thumbs up to the ceiling. Okay? You're just going to hold that one for the full time again, ideally 60 seconds. If not, we can break it up and do a little bit less. Last one is something called bird dog. Now, bird dog, I won't take credit for that name either. It's something from yoga. However, in yoga they do it a little bit differently, looking to try and move the spine, so they're arching and bending all the time. I don't like that personally, and I'd rather train your core using this exercise. So what you're going to do, coming onto your hands and knees, so your hands should be straight below your shoulders and your knees should be pretty much straight below your hip, both roughly the same width apart. And all you're going to do is a hold again. I want you just to lift one arm and one leg. Okay? The key is you want the hips and the shoulders to stay as neutral and still as possible. Okay? Now, if you start to find yourself wobbling, that's quite normal. Just want you to hold everything nice and tight. Just try and squeeze this supporting butt cheek. The same squeeze in this armpit in here as you had when you were doing push-ups. Okay? And from there, it's really just all about staying still and holding everything nice and tight. We're going to do 30 seconds a side, and that's it. That is literally the end of your workout, guys. Like I say, go through everything, either 60 seconds or 30 seconds if we're doing side by side, like the bird dog. Get through that ideally 3 to 4 times. Should be done in about 25-30 minutes max, and you'll feel great. Alright guys, have a good day. See you later.